everyone, so it's that time of the month again. It is monthly favourites time. So today is the 1st of September. Oh my god, I cannot believe that it is the 1st of September. It seems like only yesterday I was going on and on and on about the fact that it was my birthday, and now that just seems so long ago. So here in the UK, this is starting to get into back to school time, back to university and things like that. So it's a very scary time, I suppose, for quite a lot of people that are heading off on new experiences in life. For me, I've just graduated, so this is the first sort of time in my life that I'm not going to be in education. So I don't know exactly how I feel about that, but it's definitely an exciting time. So I'm really happy that it is September, and I'm excited to see what this month is going to bring. Don't know if you can tell by the lighting, but it's actually sunny today. I can't believe it. It has been so cold. I've actually had the heating on, which is completely ridiculous in August, but it's so cold lately. It feels like the summer has been and gone. Not that it was ever here. I think it was about 2 days we had our heat wave that you've seen me talking about. But after rambling all that, I'm just going to get straight into it and start off with my monthly favourites. These are the products that I have been using, I want to say, mostly on a daily basis in the month of August. They're products that I do go back to on a regular basis, and there's a few products that I have only just tried this month. So I am just going to jump off with an old faithful, and that is Hollister. And that is their body spray in Malibu Beach. This spray to me is like coconutty, summertime. It's just a really nice fragrance. You can see I've hardly got any left. I need to repurchase. They do quite a lot of deals. I usually get 2 of these. I usually get this one and Laguna. They do 2 for £9, I think, which is something that runs. Well, it seems to run all the time. I've never been in when they haven't had that deal. I'm not a huge fan of the clothes in Hollister, but I definitely always go in and pick this up. The next time I go in, I think I'm going to get a body spray and a body lotion. They don't tend to stay that long on my skin. I mean, you can see how little I have left. I spray this 100,000 times a day. It does last quite well, but the smell payoff isn't really that great, so that's why I think I'm going to try the body lotion with it and maybe double up the fragrance, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer on my skin that way. Next, sticking with skin, is the Righteous Butter Body Lotion by Soap & Glory. Just looks like this. I love this body lotion. I've had this tub for absolutely ages, and I kind of go into it and go out of it and go into it and go out of it. I don't religiously stick to it, but this month I have really been enjoying it. It is a really moisturising cream. It is the Righteous Butter, and it definitely feels like butter. It's quite a thick consistency. It's a really nice body lotion. I really like the smell of it, as well as the moisturising properties that it has. Definitely a big fan of all the Soap & Glory range. I've never tried anything that I don't like. I especially like, there is a face wash you can get, and I think it's called Hot Toddy or Hot Thermal or something like that. And it's got little beads in it, and when you sort of put that on your face or rub it into your hands before you put it on your face, it heats up, or it appears to feel like it heats up. When I first tried that, I fell in love with it. It might just be a gimmick, but I really like the product, and I'm definitely a huge fan of all the Soap & Glory stuff. They're usually 3 for 2 and things like that in Boots, so you can get a really good deal on that. I may as well stick with smells and fragrances and that kind of thing. And the next is just one of the little Revlon body sprays. This is a Perfume body fragrance. It's not a deodorant or anything. Well, it doesn't have... No, it's not a deodorant, and this is in Charlie Touch, and it just looks like this. Super cute packaging. At the minute I was in Tesco's, and these are £1. All the Charlies are £1. I usually go for the Charlie Red, but I tried this and I really liked it. It's Romantic Rose and Indulgent Vanilla Musk. It's a vanilla musk. I'm a big fan of everything vanilla, as boring as that sounds. It's a really cute fragrance. You just pop this in your bag. They're quite small, they're lightweight, and if you are not carrying something sort of the size of this, you can see the difference. It can make quite a weight difference to your handbag if you just want to freshen up during the day. This is a really good thing to carry in your purse. So the next thing is something that I mentioned in a previous video, and that is, there's not even any point in me showing you this, but this is how sad I've got. Can you see what that is? This is High Beam. This was a tiny little sample pot that I've cut in half, and I am literally getting everything out of this sucker. And I used to be a really big fan of High Beam, but I didn't like the nail polish thing that it comes in, the way you have to apply it. I found that it was too liquidy, it was too hard to blend. But I have been taking this, the little I think I've showed you in another video, I've been taking it on the little spatula that it came with and smoothing it over a brush before I apply it, and that means it goes on so much more smoothly. I think I might even, I was going to say I like it more than my cream colour base in Pearl, and you all know how much I love that, but I'm going to reserve judgment on that. The cream colour base is very white. It is called Pearl. It's sort of a pearl sheen. This has more of a pinker sheen, so when I'm putting it on with blush, and I've got it on today, you can just see there, it does blend quite a bit nicer. I think it's all just about the way you apply it. For a really long time I don't think I was applying it right, which is why I was getting sort of the streak that I was. I think I'm going to repurchase the full size and give it another go. Next thing is something, the only thing that I'm going to mention in skincare this month, and this is a toner. It's by Garnier, and looks like this. It is their pore purifying toner that tightens pores. And I've been a really big fan of this. I'm still using my Liz Earle cleanse and polish. I got a little sample of the Liz Earle toner when I purchased my cleanse and polish online. I wasn't a big fan of it. It didn't really do anything for me, so I didn't really notice a difference. I have only just realised that Liz Earle sell in John Lewis. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I certainly didn't know this. But yeah, so when I went in and repurchased my cleanse and polish, I didn't get a free gift, so I wasn't really that bothered. So I picked up this. What I do is I empty it into one of those little tiny little bottles you get with a little spray pump on top, and I spray it on my face if I don't want to be too abrasive. But most recently I have just been using my cleanse and polish with my muslin cloth, and I have just been wiping it over with a cotton bud after. I do find that it stings a little bit, but I am a huge fan of pain for gain. I love to scrub my face, as you all know, and I love the feeling. I feel like I'm really achieving something if I get a little bit of a sting. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, but I've definitely enjoyed using it, and I think I would repurchase this rather than the Liz Earle toner. The next thing is a primer, and that is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I absolutely love this primer. I am running really low, so I've tried quite a few other primers out recently just to see the comparison and the difference, and there is a huge difference. It's definitely worth the money. It's got a hint of silicone in it, so it completely coats your face, making your makeup just go on completely matte. Fills in any lines, any wrinkles, any dents, anything. This thing is like, I want to say this is like cement. So like if you have a road that's kind of, that's how I interpret bumpy, and you put cement on top and it smooths the road out, and then you paint on it, you get a really nice finish to your paint, if you know what I'm saying, like when they paint lines on the road. So this is like the same for your face. So if your face is a little bit bumpy or you have wrinkles, no one has completely smooth skin. So this sort of fills it in, and then when you put your paint on, which is your foundation or your makeup, it goes on with such a nicer finish. Good, it's oil free as well, so I find that's really important in a primer. This is definitely my go-to primer. I'm going to be repurchasing this. I'm looking like I'm going to be repurchasing quite a lot of things. I would highly recommend it to anyone that wants their makeup to stay on that little bit longer, wants a completely smooth look to their makeup. The next thing I'm going to mention is, I'm not going to go into it a whole lot, but that is Dry Shampoo by Batise. And this is in the flavour, do you say flavour if it's a dry shampoo? This is in the scent. Yeah, this is in the scent Floral and Flirty Blush. I don't have a particular favourite fragrance or type. Yeah. Of this. I mainly start to use this when I need to get my roots done. You can see there I'm planning on getting my hair done next week. So I don't use this for the purpose that it's intended, as when you don't wash your hair you pop it in just simply to cover my roots and kind of, I suppose, freshen up as well. I just use it in the morning time. I am just going to tell you the funniest thing. If you remember in my last video I showed my big hair Batise dry shampoo, whatever it was, and the pump didn't work. So when I went like that, nothing came out, it was stuck. So me being the genius that I am, I thought it was a really good idea to put a pin down it. So if you take these little things off, you can see that it looks like this. And I thought that was blocked, so I was like, oh, if I put a pin down there, that will unblock it, and then I'll be able to just put this little nozzle thing back on and it'll work. So I got a pin, I was pushing it and trying to get it in, it wouldn't work. So I went and got a shoe and hammered it in. So I hammered it all the way down, and then, of course, it got stuck. So I was like, oh, it must have hit the blockage. So that's good, it's cleared the blockage. So I got a pair of pliers and pulled it out. And when I pulled the pin out, it shot like a rocket. I am not kidding you. It went pshh. And instead of like, I don't know what you would do in that situation, but I suppose you would like take it outside or, yeah, I don't know. So instead, I ran into the room where my boyfriend was and was like, ah! And he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get outside. So I was like, I'm not going to waste this. I'm going to use this. So I was there like this, pointing at my head like this fire rocket of dry shampoo coming out. And I stood on my balcony of where I live, and literally it must have been the funniest thing for people that, where I live's right on the river, so people go for walks and stuff along the river, and it must have been the funniest thing for those people walking along the river to just see me there with this like rocket like flying at my head. But yeah, it just fizzled. It just was a disaster. It exploded, so I had to repurchase that. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the dry shampoo. Random is something that I cannot live without. Literally, I've decided I just can't live without them, and they are the Eylure double lash. Absolutely amazing. Saves me a lot of time from wearing 2 eyelashes. The best, super thickest, nicest ones I have ever tried. I don't like ones that are too tailored to the outer corner, and these are completely sort of flared all the way along. Absolutely love that. Easy to apply, and I did have a bit of a problem with my MAC Duo glue and the fact that it smelled disgusting. And I told all of you in my last video, so I got a couple of tweets from people saying that they found the same thing and I just need to buy a new bottle, blah, 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 blah. So I haven't been and got a new, I don't think it's a bottle, it's a tube. I haven't been and got a new tube yet, so I have been actually using the Eylure little glues that come with it, and no problems at all. I was always the person that would say, when people were like, oh, I can never wear false eyelashes, they always fall off, I was the person that was like, you're using the wrong glue. Well, I take that back, because I haven't had a problem. They've stayed on probably even better. I think that maybe my glue, there was something wrong with it, and I was telling you about my hay fever, and my makeup on the top and on the bottom kept running because of my hay fever. But I think it was the glue, because I obviously have lashes on today and no problem at all. And I mean, I don't know whether the pollen count's lower. I don't really keep track of that. I suppose I should. But yeah, I think it was the glue. Definitely love an Eylure, and now the fact that I can use the glue. The next is my fragrance I've been using all month, absolutely obsessed, and that is Marc Jacobs Daisy. Just the bottle on its own is gorgeous. I mean, it just looks so cute and it looks so nice on your dressing table. I think it's just a really girly, nice fragrance. I'm really, really shocking at describing fragrances, so I'm not even going to try. Most people will have spelled this. This is my go-to perfume for the summertime. You can see I'm about halfway done. Absolutely in love with that perfume. Really, really enjoy using it. Last thing I'm going to show you is something that I've been using in quite a few of my videos. I'm either on my nude lip, which again I've got today, or I am on this new obsession, which is Amplified Impassioned, and it's a lipstick by MAC, and look at the colour of that. I think I wore it in my top secret extension tip video. Like in this, just pop a little bit of lipstick on, the colour payoff's amazing, you put it on, and then I even just bring up my lip gloss and just touch up with lip gloss, and you don't need to keep reapplying this. The only thing that I find, I don't know if any of you find, is it seeps, as in it seeps past your lip line and it seeps inwards, so it can get on your teeth and things like that. But I suppose that's not really too much of an issue if you've got people around like I do that will just continually keep on telling you. I just want to see what you guys think of this dupe. This is number 52 by Barry M, and I think it is amazing. I mean, they're not exactly the same. The Amplified is a little bit more red. Like me, and you take a lipstick out once and you lose it, then I definitely go with the Barry M number 52. This lipstick is absolutely gorgeous. Really great colour payoff. I think it's a really good alternative to the Amplified. Sometimes I will put my Amplified on in the house and then bring this one out if I don't want to bring this out in case I'm scared of losing it. I would much rather lose this Barry M than lose my 150,000th MAC lipstick. That's it for my monthly favourites. There's quite a few things in there that are Like I said, there's quite a few things in there that are old faithfuls and I've been using for absolutely ever, like the Hollister spray and the Marc Jacobs perfume. These are just a few of the things that I've been loving this month. So I'd like for you to leave me a video response below and let me know what you've been loving this month. I definitely check out the video responses, and I especially love monthly favourites as it gives me a really good idea of the types of things other people use, and I'm really nosy like that. I'm actually on my way today to buy a new digital camera. I don't know if any of you know, but I film on my MacBook at the minute. I have a digital camera, but the quality just isn't going to be good enough, so I am investing in a new digital camera. I tweeted last night for some recommendations, so I think I'm going to go with the Nikon Coolpix. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going to go for. So I'm hopefully going to get some advice in the shop from the salespeople, and hopefully they just don't try and sell me the most expensive one. But yeah, I'm going to go and do that now. So my upcoming videos should be of higher quality and I can get some tutorials up. It's just really difficult for me to film tutorials at the minute because I have to sit right opposite my balcony to get the most natural light possible, and there's no mirrors or anything around, and it's really difficult to film a tutorial on here because everything's backwards. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.